Video might be a little dark. Why? Because it's a little bit wet and rainy and dark. Even though it's 7:30 in the morning, it should be a little bit brighter. I don't know that this will help, but why not? So I'm just gonna let you know something that sometimes I do for my peeps, and it's simply someone may have a considerable amount of cryptos, whatever, you know, more than just a few, and hell, even if it is a few, it doesn't change anything. But bottom line is they don't want to lose it. Sending some ETH from over here to over there, switch those out for this coin that you can't do on, say, the Exodus wallet, so you got to go to an exchange, sell that for that coin, yada yada yada. So who would you trust giving, in this example, 70 ETH to turn into another coin that's not just as easy as putting on the Exodus wallet and doing a exchange transaction where you can flip it for another coin, because that coin you want's not on that wallet, so you can't do it. And the shapeshift thing, you might want to go to shapeshift, but then you realize, is it the real side, is it the fake side? I'm scared about that because that guy just got nailed the other day. I was just talking about that. So anyways, I have a fellow YouTuber, if you will, and subscriber, reach out to me last night. I was just finishing up my last video, and hey, you know, can I pay you in some ETH to help me? And yeah, it was 70 ETH, and the deal was, hey, I just need you to move this over to this one and get me these coins. I knew how this would not take long. He offered me half of an ETH to keep. So 150 bucks in my pocket for a very quick, you know, brief helping of this guy. And you gotta, you know, people gotta trust the other person too, me in this case. And I know everybody trusts me. I've never wronged somebody. No, I just don't do that. And that's, you know, mama and daddy didn't raise no fool. So he wanted to take 70 ETH. And it's a little interesting story because this makes me nervous if it was me, I'll be honest. And I told him, it's going to make me nervous to do this for you, for your own sake, putting all your eggs in one basket. And he's doing it. He's like, yeah, but I'm pretty confident. I said, okay, you know, I just want to make sure. There's a coin called LSK, and the symbol is LSK, okay? LSK, LSK. And what they aim to do, this thing's been out for a while, by the way, this coin. And if you look at the chart on Coin Market Cap, you can see it start up here from long ago, you know, and it's just been no real big dips or whatever, but just kind of steadily declining, decline, steadily declining. But this coin, I guess they aimed to make getting into an ICO easy for even the most, you know, technologically challenged people. And you simply use their platform once it's up and running and whatnot. And oh, I want to get in that ICO, that one. All you do is fund your account basically on their system, and then it does all the work for you. How much ETH do you want to put in? Yada yada yada. Okay, it'll do it for you. So it makes life easy. Did I go to the fake my Ether wallet site? Did I go to fake this? You know. And the older folks, I'm here to tell you, they do this all the time. My boss does it. Both of my bosses, as in the owners, the top bosses. They don't go and type at the URL, the address line. They don't type in the, you know, my Ether wallet. They just hit up there and search my Ether wallet. If there's an advertisement like I showed you in my other video of a guy who got scammed because he clicked on the ad, he thought he was going to Shapeshift. Clicked it. It was shapeshift-io.com. It was a scam site. And we had the site shut down. I contacted Namecheap.com. Hey, abuse at Namecheap. Hey, this is a scam phishing. They shut it down. But how many people got scammed before it was too late, you know? That takes some of that out, you know what I mean? Like, you can let this company, or in this case, this particular crypto called LSK, Now, it's not going to go out there, I guess, and do like shapeshift everything for you, because like the Exodus wallet, it only does certain coins. I don't know about LSK, to tell you the truth. But he's like, man, I'm, just read some stuff on this. They're getting ready to tell everybody, I think, about this thing. It's getting ready to be put out a little bit later this year. They're trying to release it. It'll make life easier for a lot of us who are not exactly technologically challenged, who are technologically challenged. And he's like, me, I'm pretty decent when it comes to computer stuff. He's like, but I know a lot of people who would never know the first step and couldn't follow along. It's just too difficult with some of the stuff. But something like this would really help. He's like, I think this has a real good spot in crypto world, as a useful tool. And they have their ICO. And he's like, which is over. Now there's just coins are out there, and they've gone way down in price. He's like, I just feel like this thing's gonna pop. And I'm like, based on some information you read, he's like, yeah, well, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna tell someone what they can or can't do. Hell, he may hit this thing and nail it. Joe, the news came out and thing popped, it's up 50% or 100%, it happens, right? Look at Pillar a few times. Some news came out, boop, 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 20 cents. Remember that? Remember when it was over 20, 30 cents at one point? And then back down, it was around 20 again, and then, of course, you know where it is today, around 10, 11 cents. Bouncing around. And believe it or not, I had a conversation with David from Pillar last night through email, and he said, we're just our timeline to push out like the beta version even of the wallet. He's like, I don't know that we're going to meet it, and I don't feel comfortable enough really going out there, basically getting everyone all psyched per se about, hey, the Pillar watch is going to be coming out soon, and here's what it does. One of those things, by the way, is what I just said that LSK is going to do. And he said, yeah, we don't mind if we talk about it. So, okay, I can go ahead and tell you a few more things about, or this one interesting feature about the the Pillar wallet. It too is going to enable you to get into an ICO just like LSK is going to do. Is LSK going to have theirs out first? Is Pillar? I don't know. Pillar's going to do a lot more than just that, by the way. But that's one of the key features that Pillar's going to do, which is great. It's a needed feature. And I was telling him this last night, hey, Chuck, listen. Pillar's going to be doing that when it comes out. He said, well, if that's the case and this one comes out first, because it looks like maybe LSK will come out first if I had to guess. Hell, it'll probably pop. I'll take my profit, cash out, and stand by for Pillar, And I said, oh, yeah, okay, it's a legit move, But boy, I got a hard time just throwing everything I got into one thing with a, kind of a hope and a prayer that it does well. And I think he may be right, but I don't know. It just worries me, but it's somebody else's stuff. So anyways, he wanted to make so in order to get LSK, it's kind of its own thing, you got to get its own wallet. You can't send it to my Ether wallet. It doesn't work that way. You got to get the LSK wallet. So I told him, all right, get the LSK wallet, install it, run it, give me your address that it creates. I'll go to Bittrex, using my Bittrex account basically. You're going to send those 70 ETH to me, and then from my wallet, my Exodus wallet, I'll send that over to Bittrex, which technically I could have just had them send it straight to Bittrex, but whatever. Not what it costs is a couple dollars. Anyway, so he sent it to me, got it in my wallet. Okay, it's solid. I ended up sending 2 Ethereum over there. Just, I always do that. When I'm about to move a decent amount of ETH or something, I just throw a couple, 1 or 2. Did it go through properly? Yes, it did. Okay. I feel comfortable. Even though I've done it a bunch of times. I don't want to make a mistake on someone's 70 ETH that's not mine. You know what I mean? And so I sent 2. It showed up. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and send the rest. So I sent the rest. And then on Bittrex, I don't know why Bittrex does this. You need 36 confirmations before you can actually play with the ETH or Bitcoin or whatever you end up sending over there. How stupid. 36 confirmations? For goodness sakes. How about 3? 3 or 4? Make you wait a little bit. Not that it was long, 5 minutes or something. But so then it showed up, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, this is Bittrex. So now I've got to sell your. And I had him on the. I actually was talking to him on the phone at the time. I said, all right, so now I have to sell your 70 ETH that essentially I just put over here minus my fee, which he offered half of an ETH. And again, as quickly as I was able to get this done, I know the guy too. No problem. I'll absolutely do it for half an ETH. You know what I mean? I was done with my videos. Hey, who doesn't want to pull in $150 real quick? So absolutely. You know, and I do take the responsibility of if I make the mistake, once he hands it off to me, I'm on the hook. So you know, and you might argue, well, is $150 enough playing with someone's 70 ETH? 7 times $300, $2,100 roughly, although it was a little lower last night. Or $21,000, excuse me. Answer is yes. I've been doing this long enough. It's not a big deal. So I now got to take the ETH, sell it on Bittrex, which I could have done in exchange on my Exodus wallet. You know, flip it out for Bitcoin at the time. Doesn't really matter, one way or the other. Went to Bittrex, sold it for Bitcoin, and I think it was like 3.2 Bitcoin. And then, because that's what you use on Bittrex to buy and sell on their platform. So 3.2 Bitcoin, boom, right into LSK Coin. And I put an order, filled about half of them, then it wasn't moving, waiting. That's all right, Chuck, I'm gonna have to cancel the rest of that order. Up it just a hair in price. Looks like it's not really gonna affect it too awfully much at all. And that way the order will fill. Because I'm not sitting here, you know, I'm not sitting here all night waiting for this thing to fill, obviously. So I raised it just a hair in price of what I was willing to pay, right? Boom, filled the rest of the order instantly. He got, I don't know the exact number, somewhere around 4,100 LSK coins. And I verified, hey, is this your address? This is your LSK address, right? Yep, okay, get ready, it's coming. And send it off. He got his list. So basically, I'm just telling y'all, I am here and available at times for sure. Usually in the evening, if someone needs some help. But yes, I will. I'm gonna charge. I have to. You know what I mean? Time is money. Doing my YouTube videos, my day job. I get home, family time, all that. You know, and my wife was texting me last night. What's taking you so long? You know, how come you're not? You know, you're not back yet in the house. I'm like, well, I'm helping somebody, you know. And of course, we're chatting for a little bit. And that was fine. We ended up going inside. Hey, let's go in the jacuzzi. Kids are sleeping. Just you and me. We don't have to worry about them, you know, wanting to come in or whatever. Can we come swimming too? You know, that kind of stuff. Let's go. So we went in little wife and hubby time in the jacuzzi. Had a little drink. You know, chit-chatting about stuff. And I'm like, Evelyn, seriously, what would you do if someone, you know, messages you, hey, can you help me for $150? It's going to take, you know, a small amount of your time right now. She's like, yeah, I know. So, you know, what I don't want to do is be sitting there for hours, you know, helping somebody remotely. If I do that, it's like scheduled. Evelyn, I'm going to help somebody on this night. You know, Thursday night. It's probably gonna take me a couple, 2-3 hours, and I'm not doing that for $150. It's gonna be more than that, FYI. But I'm just telling you, I just did that again. I've done a few of these help people. Another successful one. Little fee for J Snip. The guy's happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Trustworthy, obviously. And I'm just extending that. If you need that kind of help, I will help you. But there'll be a little fee. Bottom line. That's all. And the good news is I haven't had anybody request any help like that in quite a while, which means everybody can kind of, it seems like everybody's able to handle business themselves these days, right? You guys are learning, watching which I've sent my playlist to a ton of people who have asked, how do I do this, how do I do that? And I said, oh, here, do this. And, oh, thanks, man, cool. Which is why I created that playlist a while back. I knew people were going to be hitting me up, hey, Joe, how to do this, how to do that. So I was like, you know what? Let me make a video on that. Then something else would come up. Okay, good one. Let me make a video on that one. Oh, here's another scenario. Let me make a video. So I got like, my particular playlist has about 9 or so videos in it now. However, only about 3 of them are like, if someone really needed the A to Z of this stuff, of moving my coins from here to there, getting an ICO, that kind of thing, 2 videos, maybe 3 technically, would show you. But none of my videos show what I just described to you with Bittrex and doing that and LSK. I don't have that. And that's okay, because it's the first time I've needed to do it. And I didn't realize LSK was its own, you know, kind of token thing that needed its own wallet and that sort of thing. And anyway, so about to stop and get some breakfast. I just thought I would tell you, just in case you don't know. And you know, I'd hate for someone to go to some website that claims they can do this and help you. So next thing you know, you're talking to some people in India or Pakistan or something, and you just got screwed. But again, I'm not getting hit up. Oh, I mean, it's been a long time actually since someone's asked me, hey, can you help me with this? I'll pay, help me with this, you know. Which again, is good. People are learning this stuff. They're finding how to do it on YouTube, even though they may not be watching my playlist, which is okay, as long as you find out how to do it. But I can also understand why this guy with 70 ETH doesn't want to make a mistake. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that was my not my sales pitch, because I'll be honest, I wouldn't care if I never ever got another request, hey, can you help me? I've got plenty to do. I'm good in life. My cryptos are, you know, got my crypto stash, got my YouTube thing going, got my day job. Life's good for Jason and for his family. But I am also that kind of guy that I hate telling somebody no who needs help. I don't mind telling you no for other stuff. Hey, will you look at our ICO and do a video? What is it? Oh, no. I don't mind saying no. Believe me, I've got enough outbound emails. No, 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 and no. That's junk. I'm not going to talk about that on my channel. But, you know, fellow YouTuber, fellow subscriber, whatever you may be, man, it's hard for me to say no. Not going to do it for free, but you get the point. So I'm here. It's time to grab something to eat. Take care.